All right, I believe we are live. So I'm actually recording this earlier. It's not 9:45 right now. So if you're getting here, I do apologize because this is being recorded. It is 8:30 right now. I actually have to be somewhere, and I completely forgot. So I am shooting this now, so you can start and stop this at any time. It is not live. It is about an hour early. But first of all, I want to tell you a crazy story. Maybe you had to be there, but I'm going to tell it anyway. Tiffany and I were out shooting some video with a guy today for some other stuff that we're doing, and we're videotaping, and we had just stopped, and it's on this trail, and there's this biker, and he's just cruising, and our video guy is like standing almost at the edge of the path, and there's lots of room for the biker to go in between, and the guy's just like going like this, and our video guy's like nowhere to go really, kind of moves to one side, the other side, and the biker just like smokes the video guy. And he's like holding the camera, and I have no clue how our video guy, he just stood there, took like one step back, and the biker just like smashed to the ground. And he just like got up and we're like, "Are you okay?" And he just kind of turned around and biked off. It was the weirdest thing. So I just had to share that. That happened like half an hour ago, and it was very, very, very funny. So thank you for watching this. This might be, you might be watching this a week later. It is August 21st at 8:30 Eastern, and I'm just going to go through some dog business secrets, if you want to call it that. Some stuff that I've found out over the last year in my kind of internet marketing and marketing research, and just learning how to run maybe a dog business, dog training, doggy daycare, grooming, whatever it is. Really, this stuff works for any business, but I am focusing on the dog businesses because I find that in the dog world, there's no real restrictions on some of the things, especially like dog training. There's anybody can be a dog trainer, and what happens is you get maybe a dog trainer that is someone that just is saying, I'm a dog trainer. They've trained a dog when they were a kid, and they thought they did good, so now they're a dog trainer. And then you have somebody over here that has spent maybe tens of thousands of dollars and thousands of hours working with dogs, and they've got tons of experience. But now when somebody looks for a dog trainer, obviously this one's probably going to be charging more than this one over here. And a lot of people, they're on a budget, so they go and they actually they'll find the cheaper one. And so it's really hard in the dog world, as there's a lot of competition. So what I'm going to go over tonight is how to set yourself apart from other trainers, how to get some more traffic to your website, and how to kind of structure your business. A lot of times we focus on our business in terms of we need to get clients, but we don't actually, or we learn more about dogs, or we learn more about grooming, maybe a different cut, or some of that stuff. We don't focus on the marketing end of it, in how we should actually run the business. So I'm going to get into a little bit of that tonight. I'm going to keep this short, probably about half an hour. I value your time. Thank you so much for watching this, and I really hope you get something out of this, and you should. So first thing I'm going to start with is briefly, if you've been on any of my other webinars, you've heard me talk about Facebook pages, so I'm just going to briefly talk about it. Facebook pages it's not about likes anymore. Of course, it's good to have some likes there, because if people see a whole bunch of likes, then obviously somebody likes you. If there's 2 likes, then people are like, well, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't have fans. You can actually buy likes if you want. You can buy a couple thousand likes for $5 off of Fiverr. I don't suggest that, because it will mess up all of your insights and all of your stuff on Facebook when you kind of deal with who likes your page and what ages, male, female. So I don't suggest buying likes. But now, maybe about 6 months ago to a year ago, maybe a year ago now, Facebook, they would send your posts to everybody that likes your page. But they've changed that. and now maybe about 16% of your fans will actually see your posts, just because there's so much stuff on Facebook that they need to send stuff, other stuff to these people. And if you post something and it shows up on somebody's wall, or if you like a page and you see somebody's stuff and you never really click on it, Facebook will stop showing that stuff to you because they'll think, oh, maybe you don't really like that page. So this is why you often see the same people posting on your posts and commenting and liking. It's the same people, and you're like, oh, that person liked, that person commented again. It's because they keep posting on it, so Facebook will keep sending them stuff because they know that they like your page. So that's the thing about likes. I have a whole Facebook marketing workshop that I'm not going to talk about it tonight, just because if you're interested in my Facebook marketing workshop, where I teach you how to post an ad and target your target audience, just send me an email. You can send it through this site. If you're watching it on my social media partner website, you can just send me an email and say, hey, I'm interested in your Facebook workshop, and that has really taken my business to the next level. And every business should be doing this if you at all have a Facebook fan page for your business. It doesn't have to cost much. I was getting clients for $1.58 approximately. That's how much I was spending to get one client. So it works. The stuff works. Now, the other thing is, a lot of people focus on SEO, so search engine optimization. What is that? Most people don't know. A lot of people will tell you that they'll do the SEO stuff for your site, and that will range anywhere from a friend doing it for free to a company doing it for tens of thousands of dollars. The reason for this is there are a million different ways to get your website ranked on the first page of Google. Now, I'm not big on SEO and doing all of this backlinking and blah, 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 all of that stuff that nobody really knows about unless you're really, really techie. So I'm going to teach you a few different ways to kind of stand out. Now, what happens with websites is we create this website, or for myself, you create a website and you put it up on Facebook and you're like, check out my new website. And you should have some sort of tracking on your website. So depending on if you used a website builder, they sometimes have tracking in them. If you're using WordPress, or if somebody has made your site for you, make sure you have some kind of tracking to see how many people are on your site, how many people are going daily, how many weekly, monthly, because you need to know this. If you have a storefront, you need to know how many people come through the door, and if it's not enough, then because not everybody buys, but you need to know if there's maybe 1 in every 10 buys something, or whatever. Your website is your store, so you need to have some tracking on it. So write down Google Analytics. So you can set this up on your website. You can probably search YouTube on how to set it up, or if you have a web developer, just tell them, set up a Google Analytics account. All you need is a Gmail account, and you can set that up. Now, this stuff all sounds techy, and if you don't understand it, don't worry. You don't need to understand it. You can get somebody else to set it up for you for really cheap. But you do need to know who's coming to your website and how many people. So back to what I was talking about with a website is you create it, you put it on Facebook, oh my goodness, I got this new website, check it out, and you get a lot of people flooding to your website for the first maybe week because they want to check it out, and family and friends and whatever. But then what happens after that is we don't make changes to our websites. Now, some people will update the events and some of the posts, but a lot of times our website changes kind of go like that, and then they go like that, and we don't change it for months. Now, what happens with SEO, you can get people doing as much kind of back-end work on your website, but if you're not making changes to it, one of the things Google looks for is a website that's changing. And if it's not changing, then Google will say, well, this is maybe a dead site, and maybe it's not even being used anymore. So they will give higher ranking to maybe another site. So there's so many factors when it comes to websites and SEO that for me personally, I don't really focus much on that. But again, that can be a whole other topic. If you're not into SEO, then and you really want to get that stuff done, just hire someone. It's so much cheaper, so much. It'll just relieve some stress to get somebody else to do it. The other thing I want to talk about is video. Video is huge when it comes to setting yourself apart. Most people the younger generation are going to YouTube as a search engine. So if they have something they're looking for, they go to YouTube. And it is so much easier to rank on the first page of YouTube or the first page of Google with a YouTube video. So Google owns YouTube, and if you've ever searched on Google before, often on the first page there will be a video or two. And if there's not a video, on the first page, it will be fairly easy to get ranked for that keyword. And again, I have a whole training session on how to optimize your videos so that they will rank well. And it's actually really easy. There's some really simple steps. Having the keyword in the title, and then having the keyword in the description a couple times, and a couple little things that you can do, and you can get ranked on the first page of YouTube in minutes. I put out a video the other day. If you search on YouTube, getting a second dog, I think my video is the first one up there. And I put it up. I didn't really post it anywhere, and I think it has maybe almost 500 views already. So it's if you can get on the first page with something, it's that whole awareness, shooting a video for your keyword. When it comes to video and setting yourself apart from other trainers, people want to see personality. They want to see who you are. So if you can have, instead of looking at, oh, this trainer's this much and this one's this much, because if you look at people's websites, a lot of them look the same. It's like, sit, stay, come, we can train your dog, we can do anything, we can fix any behavior, come to us, we will positively love it. And so they all look the same. But if you can put a video in there with some of your personality, and yes, your face, a lot of people don't like talking in front of a camera. Shoot a video with your face in it and talk. And just practice doing that. Get out your phone and talk into it. You can talk in front of the mirror, but it's better to do it in front of a camera because that's where you're going to be shooting. And every day, just shoot a video. I don't care what you say, just say anything. Talk about your day, talk about anything. And you can delete it if you want, but just get comfortable talking in front of a camera. Because video can do, one of two things. It can make you look awesome, and when people see you on screen, they look at you as an authority. They see you as kind of a celebrity. It's just how people work. And then, but if you're uncomfortable on screen or in front of a camera, it can go the other way. It will make you look like you don't know what you're talking about, because you'd be like, well, shooting this video, I'm the best dog trainer there is, or I can groom any dog. No, that people are going to be like, oh, who's this person? So you have to be yourself and bring your personality to it, and just talk into the camera like you would talk to a client. So practice that. Putting up video on your website will do wonders. Putting up video of yourself on your Facebook page will do wonders. People want to know, like, and trust you before they buy. When they know, like, and trust, the selling, it just comes naturally. So shooting some video, giving value to people. Too many people are so, they just, all the information they have, they keep it to themselves. They're like, I paid for this information, you have to pay me to get it. Give some value to people. The more you give to people, the more they're going to want. So if you can give them some tips on grooming their dog, give them tips on the doggy daycare, give them tips on training, and then kind of leave them hanging, leave them wanting more, give them more information. and then you can give them these offers. What happens with Facebook is, and with emails, too many people are always selling, 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 selling. I have a training class starting. Come out. I've got an empty spot for grooming. Blah 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 blah. But when people see that all the time, they just see you selling, 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 and we're cramming stuff down people's throats. So give value to people, and it will change stuff. So do a 3-to-1. So three value posts to one call to action or a sale post, and that will keep people happy. It will keep people sticking around. So I also want to talk about something other than a website. So a website is something that's great because you should have it on your business card, you should have it on your emails, you should have it on your Facebook, you should have it everywhere. So somebody can go and see what your service is, what your products are. So if somebody asks, all your information is there. There's maybe a video of, put a video on your About Us page, not just a write-up. Nobody reads anymore. People read 20% of what they see. But a video, people will watch more if it's good and if you're not boring and depressing. But if you're kind of upbeat and have some personality, people will watch it. So keep that in mind. So yeah, your website. I just completely lost all train of thought there. Sorry. But yeah, so websites are great. That's what I was talking about. For holding your information. But there's one thing that we've started using, Tiff and I, in our training and with all of the online stuff we've been doing when it comes to internet marketing is a blog. And you'll notice that most of the things that you search online, so online it's a big information database. That's what it is. And you search something in Google, how to make Caesar salad, whatever. It will probably take you to a blog. So a blog is, a year ago I wouldn't have really known what a blog was. I'd be like, okay, what's a blog? It sounds nerdy. I don't want a blog. But what it is almost anything you search online is a blog, and there will be maybe ads on the side. There will be links to maybe other blog posts that they have. And what is so great about a properly set up blog is Google looks at that. So a blog is actually a website, and because you keep posting stuff, Google is saying, oh, okay, they keep posting stuff, so this website keeps getting updated. It gets updated daily, or maybe 3 times a week, and that will look good. Now with a website, you can't really do that. So the blog is great because you give some information away or some tips or whatever, and then the next day you post something, and everything stays in there, and it will put it in different folders, whichever one you classify it as. Maybe you have dog training tips, or maybe you have whatever. I'm going to actually try to pull something up here if I can. Just so you can see what a simple blog looks like. I have a few blogs. So I will see if I can pull one of them up here for you guys. And I want to do screen share. And I will go desktop, and this may look funny for a bit. And then I'll go like that. Okay, cool. So this is one of our blogs. We have this is our traveling dog blog. So we've got a header here, and then we have a post, an epidemic in the dog world, and I have a video and then some short stuff down here. If you keep scrolling, here's another one. Here's a video, and this was just I went out looking for coyotes one time, and so just something random. And then down here, educating your brain and mind. This is just, there's another video in there. There's another video in here. There's a video here. Just so all of this stuff, 3 vital ingredients for social media success. You guys might want to go through this. It's travelingdog.ca. There's some really good information in some of these posts. So now, we also have, these are the categories. I've got blog posts in all of these. So 30-day adventure, there's 7 in there, dog nutrition. So all of this information is in here. And what happens with a blog is you put, so let's say I want to see this post. I can actually click on it, and it will take me to just that post. So now when I scroll down, there's nothing else. People can comment, people can tweet it, people can like it, share it to Facebook, all of that lovely stuff. Now, when you put the link to this blog post on Facebook, they click on it, and it will bring them right here. Now, your blog is like your home. This is where you keep people around. And they'll be like, well, that was an interesting post. And then they might see over here, and they'll be like, oh, dog training tips. And they might click on that folder. And now we have, well, the same ones under that. But now we have a whole bunch of, so here's getting a second dog. And here's a video I shot on that. So it's great because people will stick around. Now, the awesome thing about a blog is you can promote stuff. You can sell stuff on the side. This is how people make money blogging. You can become an affiliate of anything you want. You can sell, so Amazon, one of the biggest companies in the world, or online, you can become an affiliate of any Amazon product, and you can put that link in a blog post. You can put it on the side. You can do anything. So if you're in the dog business, you can find any dog product that Amazon sells, become an affiliate of it, put it in a post. You can actually do a blog post on this product if you want, and have a link to it, and you will get a commission to that product if you sell it, or if somebody buys it through your blog post. So this is how people are making money through blogs. And it also gets people trapped in your home being your blog, and it gets people looking at your content and getting to know you. And you can also have different tabs up here. So it is a website, but it's better than a website because of all the information that's on it. Now, I'm going to come back to stopping screen share. Oh, I'm back. So that's a blog. The reason, so there's different ways of doing blogs. There's free blogs. Now, the thing I don't like about free blogs is because a lot of them you can't advertise your own stuff on them. They will put up their own banners. So a lot of free websites also do this. They put up their own banners. Why? Because they are now using you to draw traffic to their blog that they've given you, and they're putting ads on your posts, and they're making commissions off of people clicking on those banners off of your site. So that's why I don't like free blogs. And a lot of to set up your own blog, you can do it through WordPress if you're really techie, but it can take a ton of work to set it up properly, and to set it up properly for SEO purposes, what I talked about a little bit earlier. Now, you can see on the bottom of underneath this video, you're on My Social Media Partner, there's a button that is Get Started. If you click on that, that will take you right to the blogging platform that Tiffany and I use, and we've used it for the last year, and we love it. Actually, the blog that you just saw, that was made through that system. So it's part of that network, and it's fully customizable, and that's why we love it. And it works when it comes to putting in keywords. So if you want to, it's basically you write your blog post, and then it will say, what are your keywords? And you put in maybe dog training, or dog training tips, or how to groom a schnauzer, or something like that. So you just follow the steps of putting those keywords or key phrases in, and then everything else, it basically tells you exactly what to do. You can be, you don't need to know anything about the techie internet world. So that's why we love this blogging platform. So if you want to join that, it is $25 a month, and that it gives you your blog. You don't have to pay for any hosting or anything like that, and then it does come with some trainings to be able to to teach you how to actually blog. Inside there, there's also a bunch of products that will you can basically take it as far as you want in learning how to blog, how to get traffic to your blog, how to sell products on it, how to get more traffic to your website, how to get better traffic to your Facebook page. So there's all kinds of stuff in there. So that is just what I use. And also there is, you're on my social media page right now, which is not finished. So this is where I will be doing some Facebook stuff and some YouTube stuff, but it is not finished. If you want to be up to date of when that is, there is a button below the Get Started, and you can click through that and put your name and email address if you want in on that. Or you can just email me. If you have any questions about anything I've said tonight, just give me an email. You can, just in the contact from this website. So again, your website, put a tracking code on it for Google Analytics so that you can see how many people go to your site. So if you are getting goose eggs every day, zeros, you need to do something. You need to get traffic there. I personally don't, it is hard to get traffic to a website, so that's why I use the blog, and my goal is to get more visitors to my blog than I did yesterday. So I will post something and I will share it to more places on Facebook and try to get more traffic. And when you have, maybe say you blog every day for a year, you will have 365 posts out there around the internet, and they're there for good. So people will constantly find it and then come to your page. So another good reason to have something like that. And then with a website, when it comes to SEO, there's another thing, and if this is confusing, don't worry about it. It's called backlinking. So if I were to put your website URL or your website domain name, if I were to put that on my website, that would look good from Google's point of view, because another website is linking to yours. So if you can get a really well-known website that gets tons of traffic to put your link on their page, that is good news for you, because now you have a site that Google really likes because there's tons of traffic, and it has your website on it. So that's how Google looks at things as well. So that's why with a blog, if you have tons of posts and you have links to all of these posts all over the internet, all over Facebook, those count too as backlinks, then it will look really good, and YouTube or Google will rank your blog and your blog posts higher in Google. So that's a bit of the internet world when it comes to your business. Now, for the dog trainers, the groomers, if you ever find that there's slow seasons, this is when you can spend time posting more blogs and maybe selling some products through blogs. When you can start selling stuff online, you can promote to the world. You're not just competing against the person next door or the small town you're in. You can now promote your stuff to the world. Shoot some of your own training videos. Shoot some of your grooming stuff. You can do all of this stuff. Tiffany and I have been doing this for the last year, and we've been helping other people think outside of the box in terms of your business. If you're a groomer, you're not just stuck to grooming. And most groomers, they can't work until they're 65. Their hands can't take it, or physically you can't take it. So if you can learn to create products or online things, and you can do them so simply. People love information. People spend a lot of money online. So Tiffany and I have been helping people figure out how to do this through this whole internet marketing and how you can think outside of the box. And this is what has allowed us to be able to train for about 6 months of the year and then travel for the rest of the time, because we can work from anywhere. So again, if you are interested in the blogging platform we use, just click the Get Started and fill out that form. If you have any questions about it, just send us a message. And get Google Analytics set up and get a blog set up. That is all I'm going to give you for tonight, because that is all you need. That is your homework. I'm going to be doing more of these webinars. Let me know if you got any value out of this, and I will see you around. Have an awesome night.